Yo, my people, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Patala FC. We are within. And Chelsea just keep on signing South Americans. For some reason, they are making it obvious to us as fans that not every signing from South America is part of Chelsea's long-term plan. It's definitely business at this point. Certainly business with some of them, because most of them play similar positions. And Estevao Willian, as much as he does look like he has world-class potential, just from the few clips that we get to see, we don't watch the league in Brazil, but the talent is evident. And he's played with Kenji Paez, another Chelsea signing. They've played alongside each other. Maybe they've built some chemistry in South America that they could bring to England. But will both of them play for Chelsea? It's a mystery. Now, let's think about it. Estevao Willian, 17-year-old, to be signed for 60 million. We're not going to discuss fees when it comes to Chelsea because we're able to just splurge somehow. But yes, Estevao Willian, Kenji Paez, Andre Santos, Angelo Gabriel, Enzo Fernandez, South American, Moises Caicedo, South Americans. It's crazy. So, most definitely, not everyone's going to be part of Chelsea's team in coming years. But we keep on increasing depth. Are these options for Poch to look at? I would love to build this player, that player. Or are some literally just being bought from the beginning to be sold in future? I think Chelsea are gambling, but gambling in a good way, I believe, because it's on the player. The player needs to show up. The player needs to make the right decisions, right? But you start to feel that if the player doesn't have the right agents, we could become a club that ruins careers, and I would hate for us to become that club just because we've done business here, there, and everywhere, because it doesn't always work out with every single player. But yeah, Chelsea have confirmed Estevao Willian, and it's another Willian, a name that has made us happy in the past, right? But yeah, without sticking on that too much, because we'll see if these players make it with Chelsea, right? We're going to be playing Forest, and I know I'm late. I know this is like probably the latest preview that you're going to find, but I'm grateful that you're here. So let's get into it. And I don't think Poch should change much. Poch could literally go with the same lineup as our last game, and I believe we'll get the results. West Ham suffered. Thiago Silva's experience in the defensive line was evidently needed. I don't think Trevor Chalobah deserves to be kicked out of the team right now, but with the return of Malo Gusto and 3 games left, also the return of Reece James, by the way, and Levi Cole's also back from injury, there could be a lot of shake-ups in the locker room for the last 3 games. So let's look at it and let's see what Chelsea could actually do outside of the result, right? We have to beat Forest. We're going to have to win this game, yes. But thereafter, we have Brighton and we have Bournemouth on the final day. So the next 2 games are away games at the City Ground and at the Amex Stadium and then Stamford Bridge, yes? Which team could help us the most? You won't believe it after how much they've swindled us financially, but Brighton could be the reason we finish in 6th. Brighton's last 3 games include Man United, us, and Newcastle. Newcastle will be playing Brighton today, I believe. So if we beat Brighton, which we managed to do twice this season, by the way, if we do it for a 3rd time, and Brighton somehow get a result against Newcastle and Man United for us, we could be in the top 6 in this crazy season. And we've been criticized. Chelsea's football. What football do we play? Are we good? Are we bad? Are we coming? Are we going? Chelsea's football is convincingly getting better. Of course, the plug is Cole Palmer, but still, as a team, we are building something solid, and it's gonna scare teams as we get better and better. So Brighton, this is a humble request. Please just beat these teams for us. Against Chelsea, we'll worry about ourselves. But against Newcastle, against Man United, Brighton, please. Please. And yes, who else? If you look at Newcastle's games, if you look at Man United's games, anything can happen. We just hope Brighton beat them. That's all. But yeah, no, City Ground, it's going to be a good game. We lost earlier this season, so I'm hoping that we can get a result. Of course, at the time, it was still Steve Cooper at the helm. Now it's Nuno Espirito Santos, and he loves a more defensive shape. So we're going to probably have more possession. We don't do great in those situations, but now that we have the major key, Cole Palmer, any defense better be on ice. That's a bar.